Peter Kamerman, and he'll be, the title of his talk is Becoming an Animatic with gganimate.
So this is what I'm going to be talking about gganimate, giving it one example. This is the data I had. Okay, this is a picture from a recent study published in the good journal called The Lancet, and you won't be able to read much of it, but it's 1990, 2007, 2017, and it's all got lists of diseases which are going to shorten your life. Okay, so shorten the years of quality life, put it that way. So you can still have miserable life, but you've shortened your quality life. So it's disability-adjusted life years. And the top for these are for women, and dating all the time across here is neonatal disorders. So if you get something when you're an infant, it's going to ruin a lot of your years of life. But also a lot of infectious diseases, respiratory infections, diarrheal diseases. But this one which I've highlighted over here, low back pain, is my interest because I'm a pain researcher. And to me, this rank order listing of these diseases, it looks like pain in lower back is getting worse and worse. So, luckily, I wanted to explore this a bit further. Luckily, you can get hold of the data. It's a bit of a clunky method, but they are freely available. You can download, make queries, and then download a CSV. So I did that, and I imported it into R, and I decided, let me make a quick ggplot out of this, and this is what I got. And to put it rather short, that is a horrible, very boring, uninformative figure. Okay. So what can you do to spruce up a figure? The best thing you can do is probably add some animation to it. So that's what I figured I'd do. Originally developed by David Robertson, but improved drastically by Thomas Pedersen, is the gganimate package. And the gganimate package has various extra new grammar classes to ggplot. So transitions, which look at the state of the data and how it changes over time. The view, which looks at changing your scaling of your axes over time as your data transitions. Shadow, what happens with previous points. So do the previous points hang around or did it disappear? Your enter and exit. So does it fade in, fade out? Does it boing into the picture or swirl out, whatever it might be? And then finally, your aesthetic ease over here, which determines how you transition from one state to another. So is it a linear function? Is it a cubic function or whatever it might be? So I had these data. I didn't really know what to do with them. I had this package now. I didn't really know what to do with it. But in the wiki section on the GitHub page, they've got this picture over here. This is temperatures in New York using the transition reveal function of gganimate. Got temperatures over here on the y-axis and days of the various months occurring, and then they've got these really neat little labels that go up and down as the data wiggles along. So I figured, wow, that's got to look really nice. It's not rank order data like the earlier figure I showed you, so you can get an indication of the really true differences between the different diseases, and it gives a change over time. So I figured that's exactly what I need. So I drew a ggplot using just a straight ggplot, a line plus dots, so line plot plus points, g on line, g on points. But I knew I was going to have a lot more points than that previous plot, so I didn't want all those points bumping into each other, so I used another gg add-on, which is ggrepel, which makes all the labels phobic to each other and makes them move away from each other. So instead of using geom_text for the labels, I do geom_text_repel. Use it exactly the same, but all that's happened is the labels don't like each other. So I had my ggplot. I then put it added on one line of code, transition reveal, and I moved it along here. Got a new plot object, and put that into the animate function. There you can set the resolution, the width and the height, how many frames you want, how long you want it to pause at the beginning and the end of the GIF, and also the duration. And what I got was this object over here. So you can see neonatal disorders over here, they're coming down drastically, but they're still the champions of causing disability. Low back pain over here, it's chugging along, not doing much. But you can see none of the labels are overlapping each other, they're all moving out of the way each other, and you get a change over time. So that initial thing that I showed you, where lower back pain was becoming more prevalent, well, a more impactful issue on quality of life, or quality of your years of quality life, is actually because it's just not decreasing as fast as everything else is. which I thought was pretty nifty, and the other data didn't show that. So with that, I thought animation is a good way to go, and just a simple extra line of code allowed me to do that. Thank you.